Welcome into the Friday Night 360AZ preview show. I'm Jordan Ham alongside Haley Stasiak. We are through week 0, on to week 1.
To believe.
And a great set of games. I was over at Hamilton and Chaparral, the overtime thriller. You are at a really good
Marana Horizon game.
Yeah, so really close games all around. I don't anticipate that to change anytime soon. We have a really good set of guests here coming on. We have host and sports director at KATO AM in Safford, Lee Patterson, Sandra Day O'Connor head coach Steve Casey, and Queen Creek head coach Travis Sherman joining us throughout the show. They have quite a few big games this week. Queen Creek taking on Chandler, and then O'Connor is taking on Basha, so that should be a fun one. And then Lee Patterson will be doing the play-by-play for Thatcher and ALA Queen Creek, so another good game.
Today.
Yeah, so a really good slate of games. Let's just jump right into it. We have Pinnacle at Mountain Point, North at Camelback, Sunrise Mountain and Williamsfield, and Yuma Catholic at Northwest Christian, excuse me. Let's go ahead and start off with Pinnacle at Mountain Point. Haley, what's jumping out to you in that one?
This is the game of the week for me. It's the game I'm going to be at on Friday night. Spencer Rattler in week 0 had 415 passing yards, 4 touchdowns through the air. Caleb Covington had a pretty big game there. This is Mountain Point's first game, though.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how the Pride come out and they handle a Pinnacle team who's already gotten things going and settled in.
Yeah, they really dominated over Perry in their week 0 matchup. Mountain Point, brand new coaching staff, Rich Welbrock is leading things now, and you have Conrad Hamilton on that defense. I look at this as a strength versus strength matchup. The Pinnacle offense, specifically the passing game, even though Matt Goodlow had a really good week 0 game, 2 touchdowns, but it's going to go through Spencer Rattler. It's going to go through Caleb Covington, and that's going up against a really good Mountain Point defense. And you have Conrad Hamilton, the defensive coordinator. Most of that Chaparral staff is now on the defensive side of Mountain Point. And when I look at Conrad Hamilton, he's a guy that's like, he sees in X's and O's. So he has the athletes I don't think he's ever really had. And now they're putting in the systems that can really make them shine. So that's going to be a really good early season matchup. I also have a feeling this could be a late playoff matchup in 6A. So that could be a really good. Yep. And then on the other side for Pinnacle, Quentin Powell had 2 interceptions in the week 0 victory as well. North at Camelback. This game has a couple of really big playmakers in it. Sean Charles for North, for Camelback, wide receiver last year. In his final 5 games, had 8 touchdowns. Wow. So really had a really solid stretch on the back half of that season. And then Anthony Bandia for North. He's a dual threat quarterback. They don't really throw the ball much over at North.
No, they're a run team, yeah.
But he had 8 touchdowns and really was able to take care of the football that way. Anything else jumping out to you in terms of
the run game? Josh Ford and Caleb Settles there. They're, like you said, they're a run-heavy team. Both of these teams are coming off big losses in week 1. North to Basha and Camelback to Willow Canyon. They lost that game 51-0. North is under a new head coach, so it's a new era of Mustang football. So keeping an eye on this matchup because it's going to be an even one.
Sunrise Mountain and Williamsfield. I think this is another really fun matchup. Sunrise Mountain starting the year going up against a tough Central team. They took care of business in week 0. They now have Williamsfield, and then they are going up against Liberty. So another really tough defense. So this is a fun start for Steve Decker. Keegan Freed is the quarterback over there, the Air Force commit. Dual threat guy. It seems like they just churn out those dual threat quarterbacks, and a ton of playmakers around him. And again, it's a strength versus strength thing. You have the Sunrise Mountain pass offense going up against a really good Williamsfield secondary. Noah Pulligates, Jaden Pearson, they combined for 10 interceptions last year. You also have Trey Washburn back there, and then up front for Williamsfield, you always know they're going to have a really good offensive line. That's led by Noah Nelson. He's a guy that's getting a lot of college looks and has really kind of started to pick up some traction in that respect as well.
I'm really looking forward to the quarterback matchup here. Keegan Freed, Sunrise Mountain, and Zach Shepard, Williamsfield. And then, like you said, that both sides of the ball, Williamsfield defense, Sunrise Mountain offense.
Yeah, Zach Shepard in his 3rd year starting. Won the state championship as a sophomore, hoping to do that again as a senior. Now we have Yuma Catholic, Northwest Christian. Gage Reese, the quarterback for Yuma Catholic, I think kind of quietly had a really good year.
We talked about them a lot in 2017 in that 3A, that Castile game. Kept that one decently close. So this Yuma Catholic team is turning a page here because they have a new head coach as well, and Rhett Stallworth, who was with the team in 2016. He's back. He left at the end of the 2016 season. So, yeah, UMass Catholic is going to be a team to watch.
And they have a good history of quarterbacks as well. Reese is coming off a season where he had nearly 2,700 passing yards, 29 touchdowns. He started the season 9 for 12 with 7 touchdowns. So I think he's on pace. And then on the other side, you have Northwest Christian, Ty Poe coming off a strong week 0 matchup where he had 5 receptions, 136 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So a lot of really, really good matchups here in week 1. Coming up next, we're going to have KATO AM host and sports director Lee Patterson. We're going to be talking some Thatcher, some Safford, a whole bunch of schools.
At Gila Valley.
Yep, we're going to go over a lot with Lee Patterson. That's coming up next on the Friday night 360AZ preview show.